Good morning, everyone. My name is John Wendy, and welcome again. And thank you for watching this or taking your time to watch this video. So, today, I want us to talk about the signs that you're now discovering the true nature of who you are. If you've been watching my videos on self-discovery, a journey of discovering how the true nature of who you are, now this video, I want to talk about the signs that you are now discovering the true nature of who you are. So, and we've talked about discovering the true nature of who you are beyond the mind, beyond the body, and we've given a lot of illustrations. Just for purpose of this video, or your first time watching this video, you will realize this. And in this video, I'm not teaching things. I want you to realize and discover something within you. Whether you change your skin color, does that really change who you truly are? If you gain weight, the awareness of who you truly are never changes. Actually, even at some point, it's people who will start telling, hey, you're gaining weight or something, or you're losing weight. But the true nature of who you are never changes. If you donate an organ or you lose a part or a piece of your organ, teeth or anything, you will realize that the true nature of who you are is you never feel like you're any less. So that tells you that the true nature of who you are is beyond your body. This is something you can experience from you. You can just take your time to just evaluate and say, and take your time and see. Beyond the mind, we say, if you're thinking about something, if it's a memory, think of something in the past, you will see that there is that background in which that memory kind of appears to be arising in or arising from. So you're that spaciousness within which memories, if you're imagining something, then there's that awareness of that thing being imagined as an object. And also the same thing when you're projecting a future, it's something you're projecting. So there's an awareness of that projection of that future. So in the mind, you are that awareness in which past, present, and future and imagination or mental activities are happening. Even when it comes to time, that which is experiencing time is an awareness in which time is happening. So you are beyond time, you are beyond your mind, you're beyond your body. There is an inner dimension of spaciousness or stillness in which every movement can be seen, in which all forms can be seen or can be experienced, in which all objects appear in. So knowing the true nature of who you are is realizing that dimension within you that never changes. The awareness of who you are yesterday and the awareness of who you are now in itself never changes. As in, even when you're getting old, you never feel deeply like it's the awareness of who you truly are is never gets old. Yes, you start looking at your body, yeah, and maybe you start now physically experiencing those changes, but the true nature of who you are never changes. And that which keeps on changing is not real. But that which never changes is what is real. So that is just to set some pace for the first time viewers or people watching this channel. Now, what will happen when you start taking that deeper reflection to understand who you truly are? Then you'll experience this. When you start in the mind, when you start to realize that you are that which is beyond the mind, then you will start to experience that inner spaciousness within in the mind in which all these objects are happening. And when that happens, then your attachment to the objects arising kind of gets weaker and weaker. So you start to experience more of the inner spaciousness in which all these things are happening. So what happens is you become less stressed because you're not attached to things that are keep on changing. You might be seated, their thoughts rising, and because the mind is very sharp, it's able to compare, contrast, and pull back a memory, relate to project a future. If you start to see yourself as that awareness in which all these activities are happening, then the identification or the strong attachments to the activities changing kind of weakens, and you start to realize the inner state of inner spaciousness within the mind happening. So you start to experience some restfulness of the mind, and there is some beauty that when there's that easiness in the mind. Just observe this. When you have a lot happening, or there's so many things happening, and you're trying to get identified with those activities that are changing in the mind, this kind of like burnout, and at times you will realize you saying that, no, please stop. I want to take a break. No, let me go sleep over it. Okay, let me just take some time to just reevaluate whatever is happening. Because when there is too much in the mind and you're identified with it, you will see and you'll experience that it's chaos. It's too much. But when you start to realize that you are that in which all these are happening, then you will see that your energy starts grounding itself towards the inner restfulness or inner background in which all these are happening, and you experience more silence, you become more calm. You can see the activities happening and arising, but most of the energy is not fueling that, especially the unconscious thoughts arising, and you're trying like chasing, you are in the memories, you are in the past, and you've truly like identified this very strong attachments towards that. So what will happen is, first you will start to feel that easiness in the mind, and when that happens, when you start getting rested in the mind, the body also rests, because you will see if there's something that is scary in the mind, or something that is, when you're attached to something that is very strong, let's say anxiety, you are not sure of a future uncertain, and you've really identified yourself with that future projection, even your body becomes tight. But when you start relaxing in the mind, the body also relaxes. So you get into a state of easiness. Yeah. Easiness in the mind, easiness in the body. So that's the first thing you will experience, like immediately. So the other sign will be when you start to experience that inner restfulness, then you're not now getting attached and identified to many objects, let's say activities happening in the mind, or even people. Yeah. You could have like identified yourself and attached yourself so much with people. And this is what I mean when I'm talking about detaching yourself from people. If you've been feeling like you're any less without someone, or you've been waiting for someone to make you feel complete inside, then when you start to get that restfulness within and settling down in that inner spaciousness within, in the mind and in the body, and just an experience of that, you start getting comfortable, or you become more rested in the beingness. That state that is experiencing the mind, that is experiencing the body, the emotion. Now you start experiencing the beingness in which everything is arising. So, and when you start to get that experience of beingness within, the spaciousness within, in which everything is arising, then you relating with other people, you become fully involved with them. You become open, more open with them, but not in the sense of this is what is completing me inside. Yeah. So it's not it's you first start now getting so much rested within, and you're getting more comfortable, and that's a very stable state because it never changes. People will change, situations will change, activities will change, thoughts will change, interactions will change. But who is that who is aware of all these activities? There is a background that never changes. The true awareness of the inner spaciousness that is always rested within never changes. And that, when you start to get that, or when you start to experience that, you will, there's actually, you will begin to be comfortable even when alone. And you will see this. Why do you take time off to like meditate? And why is it so good and so sweet when you just first experience that within you? Because when you get that fast, when you're able to cool and calm down and get rested, and it's not because of an activity that you're meditating to just experience that. When that becomes your nature, the way of experiencing life, so naturally you become so rested within. You're not expecting someone to make you feel complete, but first you're so complete within. So when you're interacting with someone, be it your spouse or your children or your parents or your colleagues, first you're so rested within. And you'll be able to engage better when there is very open communication, when there is that open love, when there is that deeper appreciation of whatever is arising. And you'll see grace has put you in that position to experience whatever you're experiencing. If it's life you're experiencing with that person, under all there is, that's where it is at. So when you begin to experience life in this dimension, you'll never feel lonely. You will even at times be comfortable to be alone. It has been happening even right now. When you feel like there has been so much, you need some time alone. Or take your time alone. You'll hear even advice, just take your time alone, just try and search it from deep within. That is what I'm talking about. So you will start to experience a deeper sweetness of being alone, not lonely, and not being alone in isolation. Remember, you are not trying to, there's nothing you're achieving. It's an inner state of your true essence. Yeah. So you don't feel lonely. It's not like you're not creating this person has to be alone. No. It's an experience of beingness in which you start being rested within in the beingness. And when you're now interacting with these people, your children, then it's so genuine, it's so authentic, it's so open, because you've realized the inner dimension of who you truly are beyond even the mind, beyond any limitation. So you are free being experiencing life. And this is so beautiful. Yeah. So there's a lot that happens within you, and that this inner restfulness, when you become more grounded in your being, then you will see the unlimited nature of who you truly are. You never see anyone else as any less, because the way you've come to understand yourself as that which is beyond the mind, that which is beyond the body, that which is unlimited, you also see them as the bodies are objects happening, but the true nature of them is complete. So whether they are experiencing life, whether they have a disability, you never see them as any less. And that is like a new perspective that opens up into a universal love, universal peace, joy, and the unlimitedness of who you truly are. So, in this channel, if you're watching this, let me know whether you can relate to this. Let me know whether you've experienced this, and my 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 prayer or my blessing will be to truly discover who you truly are. Then you live your life fully. And why I say it's living your life fully, because now you begin to live your life, the unlimited nature of life. You're easy in the mind, you're easy in your heart. So everything that you'll be doing it from the heart. So you're beyond the body, you're beyond the mind, you're beyond activities, you're beyond this relation, you're beyond time, you're beyond any physical limitation. Then you experience your life fully. So when you get that balance first within, then anything else that you engage in, anyone you relate with or relate to, becomes so easy, so beautiful, and so you just feel the grace of experience, the grace and joy and the beauty of experiencing life in this moment. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please remember to like this video, share it, and put your comments in the video in the comment section below. So until the next one, be blessed and have a great day.